Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time.
They're led out by a former #2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
Here's Wilson to throw right away.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Play action. Now Wilson.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn that for a first down.
Well, look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense for the Texans, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions,
pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You've got plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum?
I do. I think we're seeing it right here.
Well, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
The Texans at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Watson. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Garrett Stingley picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away from the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Watson's throw caught by Bird here. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. To throw again on second down. Watson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Kamara. Touchdown, Houston. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Oh, good move. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. His throw incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Watson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That third, Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. To the air yet again, Watson. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Give him 3 on 1st down. They'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt the...
And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both off.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick, and the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Damian Harris with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
For the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Kamara. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are back within a score.
Gano the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline, it's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Escaping the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
From the 39, Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
And some space here. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Finding space at the 40.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Watson now to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. He's got room at the 30.
Touchdown, Texans. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards.
And the Texans have got it back to within a score.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris.
He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And here's a handoff out of the gun. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll get this down to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Harris running straight ahead. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. 3rd and long. It's Wilson being chased out left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's got him in, complete, touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns, I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. on the give. This is Harris.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up?
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Nick Bosa, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And here's Ryan right now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he goes out right around the 39. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Put guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Watson. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They complete it to Hill. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They hand this off to Harris, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Out to his left. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Kamara up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. How does the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away? This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
Well, that's not one you see very often on Aaron Donald because we know he's not trying to do anything intentional, but that time, just a little too late for the officials' liking.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st down, Wilson. He will find his man Chase complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now it's Wilson. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Tyler Higbee, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And how about that for just running out the clock? That one good for 37 yards. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A final shot before the break. Watson and going deep for Hill. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of it, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, here's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 42. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there at 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Kamara trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game. Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season. Now Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price. Hey, you got to snap it. You got to snap it. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get dead.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner.
And now here is another interception. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. There's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Wilson going to throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who. And get himself calm.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Nick Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
Harris, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
They'll look to throw, and he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Again, it's Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Roger McCreary there to bring him down defensively.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A give. This is Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the wall. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Check.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well worked defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled it for just a short gain.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They go play action now. Wilson. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Zach Wilson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Houston set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side with Harris. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. They go play action with Wilson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Texans are right back in this football game. Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now it's Watson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They run it again with Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Alvin Kamara. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quiet, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 33 yards that time. Shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get it. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Jonathan Allen in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Harris running straight ahead. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 7th play in this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup at 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Holding. Offense.
That's on big Mekhi Becton, 1st-round pick in 2020. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set them down. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Watson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Kamara up the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And this will be a Texans first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Running with Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the ground, this is Kamara. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Throwing now, Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, Carter, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast, so I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Houston, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.